Okay, hi, my name's Ann Dickey, and this is my son, Theo Hartman, and this is my friend from college, George Gannett.
Hi! And tell me where you are, what you're doing.
We're in Big Meadows at the lodge, getting ready to have dinner. I'm visiting from Illinois with Theo, and George came down from Manhattan to rendezvous at my mom's house, and he'd never been up on the park, so we came up here for the afternoon to get away from the 100-degree heat down below.
Nice.
It's in the mid-80s here, so we're much happier.
Nice.
So,
what have you seen?
not too much, because we went to Stone Mountain Vineyards on the way up, and then came up here and went to the visitor center. And the big thing that we wanted to, Mom wanted to see was the newly redesigned visitor center, and it was great. They've done a wonderful job with it. I was up here a few years ago, and they had misspelled my hometown. I told them, it was like, you're only 12 miles from it. That's not how you spell it. So anyway, I was pretty impressed that they did a really wonderful, sort of professional, amazing exhibit on the park and the resettlement and Herbert Hoover and about wilderness in general and some of the Endangered Species Acts and environmental protection. It was just pretty comprehensive. And the Lewis Mountain part about the segregated camping ground.
I don't know about that.
It was, so when the park opened, they established a segregated camping ground for African Americans. It was at Lewis Mountain. And then they desegregated it in 1946. But originally they hadn't intended to, but because Virginia was segregated, there was a decision that they needed to follow the customs of the state of Virginia and segregate it. And then so they showed letters from people who had driven through who were protesting it and some of their responses, and then eventually it led to earlier desegregation than the rest of the state. But that was very interesting. Mom had mentioned it on the way up, that Lewis Mountain had been the African American picnic ground and campground, and I had never comprehended that. So I was really glad that they had a segment on that too. And my mom was really excited because they have you can look up land records there. They have all the land. They have records of all the land that was part of the resettlement, and how much they sold for, and what was on the on the land, and the full records. Anyway, she found her grandmother's cabin, Sophia's great grandmother's family's cabin, and then found her name on the map on one of the, they just sort of had a representative map as a backdrop, but her name was on there. You kind of had to peek around something to see it, but that was pretty awesome. So that made Mom's day.
Yeah.
So, and my mom's been coming up here since she was born. Yeah, because it's, when was it? 70, 75. So, yeah, that was when Mom was little. It was the Sunday afternoon thing to do, right? People would come up and have picnics on Sunday afternoons to get, because it was so much cooler than it was down in Standardsville. So, yeah.
He's the happiest baby.
He's a very happy baby.
And this is his first national park?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's not. He went cabin camping on Lake Michigan in May, but he hadn't been in a national park before. So actually, and they have this in common because it's their first time in the park.
Very nice.
So yeah.
Oh, great. Well, thanks so much for sharing with us.
You're welcome.
Okay.